Hey everyone, I am kind of in a different setting right now. I'm out of town for Easter vacation, so I don't have very many places to do it other than outside. But here I go. I chose to talk about if dance should be an Olympic sport or if it shouldn't be. There's been a lot of debate that that it shouldn't be. It's just because people are not very knowledgeable on dance. They don't really know anything about it, to be honest with you. But like I said, there are many reasons why I think that it should be. I'm going to name 3 for you. Number 1 being dance is a physical activity that requires significant training, skill, and stamina. Number 2, it is always competitive. And 3, there are many styles of dance to choose from. Practice makes perfect. Number one, practice makes perfect. Being in the studio, rehearsing, and continuing to better your technique is key to gaining the skill that it takes, or that a dancer needs to be a competitive dancer. When I would rehearse, I would be in the studio for 7 to 10 hours a day. Not only just working on one style of dance, but several others. For example, there would be 5 or 6 styles that I would need to perfect in order to take routines and show perfect technique in competitions. Rehearsing is where someone would need to start, especially if you want to take it to the Olympics. But that would mean double rehearsal time, and it is a necessity to practice before you compete. Number 2, dance is an activity where you compete against others for entertainment, according to the Oxford Dictionary. That is the definition. But there's more to it than just entertainment. I would like for you to just look up some YouTube videos. Lyrical, jazz, hip-hop, tap, whichever one you would like, and get your own opinion of it. But I think So You Think You Can Dance is another one that would be a great one, because there's so many amazing dancers on there. And if you want, you can even take notes and compare if you would like to. But you can even listen to the notes that the judges give them after they're done dancing, because you would then understand that it's just like any other sport. They're being judged on specific things that you can and cannot do. Another example of a dance being judged is, I used to be on the NC dance team, Natrona County High School, here in Casper, Wyoming. And when we would go to state, it's the same thing. As a group, you'd be judged on, you have a specific amount of area of dance that you have to dance in, and if you step out of it, you get docked so many points for that. If you're not in sync with everybody, if everybody does not look the same and doing the same move, then you get docked points on that too. At state, you have to keep all feet on the floor, no jumping. You can't put your hands on the floor. And I think that's about it. You have to smile also. So there's tons of things that you have to be judged on. And there's also at Casper College, Jody Humans Jones. She does a showcase every semester, including the summer, I think, sometimes. But I used to dance. She used to be my teacher. I think I said previously in my introduction video that I was a dance major. And it was very, very hard. It was actually very competitive, not only with each other, but yourself. You have to better yourself as you're learning everything, and it's actually very, very hard. I've been dancing for since I was 3 years old, and throughout my whole life, we would go to competitions all around the state, much like basketball or volleyball or soccer, like they would have games. I danced in a dance studio, so we would go to Gillette, or we would go to Colorado. Sometimes we would go to South Dakota. It just depended, but there at those competitions, we would also be judged on if we were together, if we smiled, if we had attitude, or whatever. Even our costumes, we had to be judged on our costumes too, if it matched the song that we were dancing to. We had to point our toes, everything. There's so many different things that we're judged on that would allow us to be in the Olympics, I think. And it's I think there's such a debate over it, because gymnastics is somewhat similar to dance, but not really. It's actually really simple. Gymnastics is more simple than dance is. So there's a lot of differences and similarities in it as well, but not enough for it to not be in the Olympics. Like I said, competitions are very hard. Dance is very, very extremely hard. You will have many dance studios who will continuously win way more awards than another studio back to back every single year. For example, one competition does diamond for the highest, ruby for the second, and emerald for third place. And then if you got fourth, you wouldn't get any award at all, really, unless you got a costume award or anything like that. But some studios would get all of their dances would get diamonds, and one dance studio would get emeralds, and it would be very hard. But that would mean that you have to go back to the studio, you have to practice and and get your skills even more higher. Excuse me. There are many things a dance team can and cannot do as well, such as step out of bounds, and I think I've said that before, and that's a major one as well. Everyone has to be in sync as well, which brings me to my third point. There are many different styles of dance: ballroom dance, partner dance, lyrical, jazz, tap, hip-hop, ballet, contemporary, and modern, and I think there are a few more, but there are many types to learn. And yes, you would need to start at level 1, but that's how you accomplish anything, right? Even basketball or volleyball or any kind of sport, you have to start at the bottom and you have to work your way up to learn anything new or accomplish anything or be successful. You have to start there and work your way up. There are certain dance moves for each style of dance, I'm sorry. So it would be hard to repeat any dance move throughout the dance if you were to take it to the Olympics. Another reason different styles of dances is one of my points is because it would be more interesting to watch for people, and the judges seeing more than one type of genre, such as ballet, and we can all agree that for some people that ballet is very boring to watch. And that's coming from a dance or a ballet teacher herself. I agree, it is very boring sometimes, but it is the basis. It is the core for dance. That's where it all starts, that's where it all begins. You have to have all those muscles built up, and you have to, like for volleyball or basketball, even some of the students or the basketball team or the volleyball team have done ballet in Miss Jody Jones's class. They've taken ballet class to help them jump better and serve better and build up their muscles and their core, and especially their stamina, for one. So, as a kid, I didn't like ballet, and now that I am a dance teacher, I have learned to like it. And there was a quote that I found from her name is Samara Amberson from the Massachusetts Daily Collegian, and I think it describes everything that I'm trying to explain to you. It says, when it comes down to the basics of major sports, almost anyone can kick a soccer ball or play tennis, table tennis, without getting injured. However, a majority of the people would do a pirouette without getting hurt. I think it breaks it down, just everything that I explained to you, because anybody can do basketball or tennis or anything like that and not have to be perfect at it. But if you want to be a professional basketball player, be in the NBA or anything like that, or the NFL, you have to be better. You have to go to practice. You have to practice all your skills to get better to be in the NFL. And that's the exact same thing with dance. You have to be better to be in the Olympics. You have to practice. And I think that dance is very qualified to be in the Olympics. It's saying that not everyone can dance. It takes hard work and dedication to accomplish this skill, more than anyone realizes. And I don't think very many people are knowledgeable in dance, like I said in the beginning. In conclusion, there are many reasons dance should be an Olympic sport, such as it's such a competitive sport already, with how it's scored and what types of competitions there are out there that many people do not know about. There are many different styles of it, so it would always be interesting to watch, and requires so much training and rehearsal time and skill for one to compete and be successful. And this is why I think that dance should be in the Olympics. Thank you.